Hey, what's going on, guys? Komegagenzi here. So we are continuing the development of our CNC chess engine in JavaScript. For those of you who has just joined this series, I want to quickly highlight the project structure. So we here the source folder is the main working folder, not the main working directory, just the source folder literally. So we have the engine and the GUI folders. We have this only file locun.js that you can now see, and in the GUI the HTML file which serves as a driver, so we could run the code within the browser if open this HTML file. So that's kind of pretty it. I personally prefer developing in Node.js because it's more handy, going for this console application style of development. But assuming that this might be a little bit too tricky for beginners, and everyone has a browser, so that's the reason I consider to develop within the browser. So now, I'm not sure whether this video would be limited only to print board function, or maybe we'll also cover the parse fen. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, probably. I'm trying to keep the video short. The previous lasted for an hour and a half, so yeah. Okay. Anyway, maybe it's better to distinguish by the steps. Well, anyway, so let's keep going. So here is our board representation. So we have 11 by 14 mailbox one-dimensional array here. We didn't yet define it, and we'll do this just right now in the moment apparently. So yeah, let's go for it. So here I will define the board too. So here we would be having the board representation. Well, let's call it board variables. Board variables. The board representation is down below. Okay. Yeah. So and here, just to distinguish, we'll have debug part. Okay. Okay. So let's say CNC board. Let's make it one word. I know these are two words, but let me make it one word. So let's say variable board would be a new array of up to, so now we need to multiply 11 by 14. So let's actually keep this like this, like so, 11 by 14. So this would be the number of squares. I suck in math horribly, so I can calculate this in my head. 154. But we would be able to use the board length attribute. Okay, so actually before printing anything, let's just yeah, so also there would be, okay, just here we would be having the board functions or methods. Okay, so I'm just a little bit confused by, so clear board. Hold on, guys. I just want to have a very quick look at my Open.js just to pick up the proper layout for functions, just to make code a little bit more clean. So input and output. So here we have fen and load mouse. Okay. And where is the print board lives? Where the print board lives? Yeah, it lives there as well. Input and output. Okay, so in this case, let's just grab it and here reset board. Yeah, so board array and board variables are about to be resetted. And repetition table, but that's okay. Okay, so what have I done? So here we'll have a function. So how I call it? Reset board. Yeah, this is a good name. Reset board. So there would be a site to move, right? So variable site. By default, it would be equal to red. Already defined that, right? Yeah, red. We will also need our, in CNC, this is called not 50 but 60 rule, 60 move rule counter, if I'm not mistaken. So 60 move draw 60 moves draw rule counter. So variable 60 would be equal to 0. Okay, kin square is absolutely essential as well. So no in peasant, no castling. Kin square hash key is about to be added later. It's absolutely essential, but that would be appended later on. So 60 and the kin square, and the kin square should be containing the kin location by default. And within the reset board, what was I doing here? Kin square 0 0. Okay. So yeah, we can probably have this kin square 0 0 as well, because we didn't initialize the array actually. Okay. Square is occupied by kins. Okay, and now all the variables that regard to the board should be later on, so we need to reset them. And every time we would be adding new variables here, like the hash key, and then we would be cleaning the repetition table. So this stuff should be literally the same as in the Western chess. Yeah, I can't see any reason why this won't be so. So we would be revisiting our reset board function. So reset board array and state variables, and here we'll now make use of our loop to loop over the squares. So okay, I don't need this stuff at all. I don't need this one. And here, actually to reset the board, well, here just say we reset board position. So we're looping over all the squares, all of the squares on a CNC board. So board indexed by the square should be equal to empty, which is 0. Yeah, empty, right? Did I spell correctly? Seems like. Okay, and reset and game state variables. So reset game state variables. So we need to set side equals to red and 60 equals to 0 and kin square equals to 0 and 0. And for now, this is it. We will add a hash key reset later on, but for now, this should be fairly enough. Okay. Okay, so now we need to call this. Actually, also the initializing routine would be needed. So, sorry. So, just grab this one. And here our initializing routine would be living. So init engine. Yeah, so function init all. Okay. And yeah, just to make sure that it fires I need to say something like this if I'm not mistaken. So let's check this console log and all in it just to make sure if it does fire on startup. Yes, it does. Okay, so here yeah, for now I don't really want to reset board. Here it would be the part of, so now it would be the part of parse fen later on, but for now I just want to reset board locally, and then also I want to print board, but we didn't yet implement that function, but we will do this just right in a moment. So first would be input, then output. So down below would be the print board, up and up there that would be the parse fen, but we'll start with a print board. So function print board. If it would be possible, if the layout of Chinese characters would allow us to actually print Chinese characters without shifts in the files and in the files, right? In that case, I would add an optional argument to distinguish between whether to print the Romanized representation of characters or the traditional Chinese one. I already have a set here. Okay, so print in the board. We don't yet have this being implemented, but so here we actually want to print board position. So again, like here, we'll need our board string. So board string, it would be a string. Here I can say board string plus equals. This is needed because we can avoid printing a new line using console log. That's very simple. So we create a string, formulate that, and then we just print that string, and that's it. So board square plus, let's have one space just for a while, just for now. And every time we have a new line, I want to say board string plus equals new line, and eventually console.log and the board string. Oh, what have I done? It's JavaScript, it's not Python. I'm sorry guys, board string should be in the camel case. I'm very sorry. Okay. So, hope I didn't make this disaster anywhere else in the code. Did I? Nope. Good. Okay. So, okay, all the zeros, which is fairly what it should be. Okay, so now, and I just hold on a second. I want to have a look at the layout. Yeah. So my recent coding style idea is to put the variables that are used within a certain function in this in the proper section, not kind of globally. Well, obviously from the engine scope perspective, this doesn't matter really, and this is again, like, this is good because in C we can't do that, but in JavaScript we can. So just recall the names of promoted pieces, character pieces, Unicode pieces. Yeah, so let's start with the ASCII pieces first, and then so constant ASCII pieces would be equal to, so empty, and then we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up to 14. So this the piece type would be serving as the index to index the certain copy the certain piece. Yeah, and instead of 0, we would be printing a dot here. Okay, and now just okay, then I will try the same stuff for Chinese characters, just to make sure if it works or not. Most likely it won't be working, but still, I'm just really curious to try. So const Unicode pieces, save. Well, maybe it would be better to call them Romanized pieces or then traditional pieces, but just let's keep it like it is. So okay, most likely it won't work, but I'm really curious myself to try this, because I've never been printing Chinese characters in the console. This would be my very first time ever, so we'll see. So I want to add so I want to index either of these arrays by the piece type, which we can grab from the board square. So let's start with ASCII pieces indexed by the board square. Well, obviously we didn't yet set up any piece on the chessboard. Save. And also starting from here, we already need to add, so here this wasn't necessarily needed. Oh, hold on a sec, guys. Hold on a sec. Not exactly. So yeah, I've missed one little thing. So for now let's say board string equals to board square. So here is a little issue we have. So you see, like, oh my god, what I've just done, plus what happened? No, plus equals. What am I doing? Okay. So you see, like, all they are zeros, while we only need to have zeros this actual board, and off board should be initialized to off board, which in our case is equal to 15. But we would be using this off board, sorry, constant. So, and again, like, to distinguish between off board and on board squares, we can just say, so if board square is not equal to xx. That's how we do it. So here I would like to say, so off board squares, we don't actually need to reset them. Let's say set of board squares, and we say if board, no, if not board, if coordinates indexed by the square is not equal to xx, in this case, okay, just don't need this really. So in this case, this would be equal to, if it's not equal, it would be equal to empty. Otherwise, board indexed by the square would be equal to off board. Yeah, I've been working with the hexadecimal 88 system for such a long time that I completely forgot this mailbox style sort of a stuff. Okay. So if it's not equal, otherwise it should be equal to off board. So now I supposed to see 15s on the board edges and zeros in the center. Good. Well, the layout sucks a little bit, but we won't be displaying this like so. And by the way, within within the print board function, we don't want to print those squares that are off board. So we can say, so if coordinates board square indexed by the square is not equal to xx, and only in this case we do all this stuff. So this is the off-board condition. Excuse me, square is not defined. Control X, put inside here, save. Hold on a sec. Oh, not board square, coordinate square. What have I done? Sorry guys. Coordinate square. I just did it. Yeah. So now it should be, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, good. Exactly how the board should look like. So this is very, very nice. Okay. So save. Okay, and now we just try manually to set up a couple of pieces. Well, obviously it's not done like that, but it would be done in a little bit different way. Hold on a sec. Why did I totally forgot what I was doing within init? Oh, random keys, hash keys. Yeah, so it's not even needed for now. Yeah, so it's just a placeholder. Okay. Could have implemented this later on, but doesn't matter. So yes, now let's try to set up a couple of pieces manually. So after resetting the board, now we'll set a couple of pieces. So let's say, and now you see how nicely we can use all these tables that we've created now, and also all this piece encoding and also this encoded pieces encoded to numbers and represented by the constant name. So let's say board, and I want the coordinate of hold on a sec, guys. Yeah, so another thing. So let's print the coordinates. Obviously, let's print the coordinates. So within the print board, I just want to say if file equals to 0, right? In this case, I want to append to the board string plus equals 14 minus rank, or okay, let's start with the rank and then we'll see how to, excuse me. Did I do something horribly wrong? 204. Hold on a sec. What did I break already? Oh, okay. So just hold on a sec. Yeah, this is important. Yes, I need them on the opposite because, okay, just to make 100% sure. Oh no, it's on the desktop. It's on the desktop. Starting from 9. Okay, so in this case I need to say 14 minus rank. Okay, and minus 3, right? Yeah, and so this would be literally 11 minus rank. Don't get confused because this 11 is this 11 doesn't regard to this one. It's a little bit different, so maybe the previous would be even better. But this is not essential from the engine play. And let's say, yeah, and also I want to put this here. Oh, hold on a sec. So if not 0 but 0 0 1, so if it equals to 1. Okay, good. And plus space, maybe a couple of, yeah, this is nice. And here down below I want to say board string plus equals, yeah, also we need to print the sign and all this stuff, but let's go step by step. So A, starting from A, right? Yeah. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and a couple of new lines then. Oh, sorry, wrong place, not every time. Okay, and need to, okay. Yeah, there is a little bit of an issue, so I'm wondering, does backspace characters help to resolve this, or nope? We just have those invisible ranks, which is a little bit of a pain. So let's say if a rank is less than 13, right? So not to print at the very last one. Okay, now this is much better. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Cool. Now we have the coordinates. So, okay, A0 and I0 to put white rooks on. Okay, let's try it now. This is going to be interesting. So, board A0 would it be equal to white rook, and board I0 would it be equal to white rook as well. Save. And also, yeah, let's also say board B0 equals to white knight, and board H0 equals to white knight. Save. And expected identifier. Oh, sorry. Okay, so yeah, with the Romanized characters it works, it looks as expected perfectly well. Yeah, but let's have a look how it would look like with the traditional Chinese characters. I'm extremely interested to have a look whether it works. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, well, hold on a sec. It's not a problem yet. So we just want, I just missed the order a little bit. Save. Yeah, for some reason, yeah, probably I just don't have this font. Well, for some reason it works here, but for some reason it doesn't work in the browser. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately we'll need to drop this. Okay, I mean, just in my Western chess engine Wukong.js, I was using Unicode characters for pieces, and this was printing pretty chess pieces in the console. So here, unfortunately, this is not an option, but not a big deal, I believe. So yeah, let's just drop back to ASCII pieces. Not a big deal, not a big deal. Okay, so now we're capable of setting up pieces on the chessboard, but obviously we're not going to be doing this manually every time, because for debugging purposes it's incredibly handy to use the FEN string. Okay, it's very similar to how it's done in Western chess, and also it's needed if we're supposed to be using the UCCI protocol later on, which we do, to start the game from a certain position. Okay, guys, I think I will just end this video right over in here, and in the next one we're going to be implementing parse FEN function. So yeah, so we will be able to load the position by simply specifying the string, a single string, and all the details are coming within the next video. So this is it from my side. Until the next time, and take care. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah.